Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be playing around with some new makeup products that I picked up from Essence Cosmetics. I don't have a full face. I just went on the website and I looked at their products that were new and some of the products that were on sale, and I just kind of picked out a few things that just really kind of caught my eye. I picked out 2 eyeshadow palettes, a highlighting palette, and a single blush. That's what I picked up from the website. I also have a mascara and a setting spray. I've had these for about a week now, so I've had a chance to really kind of test these out and play around with these, and we'll talk about these when we get to that point. I've already done my face products, so foundation, concealer, powder, all that's already finished. I set my face with the Essence All About Matte Fixing Powder. This stuff is amazing. Like I said, I've had it for about a week, so I've used it a few times and had a chance to kind of play around with the formula. In the compact, it looks like it's white, but when you put it on your face, it goes completely translucent. It blends right into your skin. I like to take this brush right here. This is the Doe Color number 7 brush. You can see it's kind of a tapered powder brush. I like to take this into the powder and I use it to pat right into my pore area and where my T-zone where I get the oiliest. It controls oil all day. I don't think I've had to touch up once the few times that I've used this powder, and it makes your pores look so smooth and so blurred. Let's start with highlighting and blush. The blush that I picked up is called Befitting, and it's this really pretty kind of a mauve-y, warm toned kind of a blush. We're gonna go with this first. Taking my current favorite blush brush. This is a Doe Color number 9. And we're just gonna dip into this blush right here, and we're just gonna take it onto our cheeks. This is a nice matte blush. You guys know my favorite matte formulas are mattes, because they show less texture on my skin. You know, having a little bit of scarring, having bigger pores. It's very natural. Pigment's nice. It's not too much pigment. It's not too low pigment. I swear I've got like hairs just falling all over me. It is driving me crazy. The blush was $2.99, by the way, for the single. Let's go ahead and move on to a highlighter. This is the Essence Glow My Mind Baked Highlighter Palette. This was $9.99. It's funny because I did not realize when I bought this palette how big it was. I thought it was a smaller palette with 3 kind of smaller baked highlighters in it. I didn't realize that the palette was so freaking huge. And this is a pretty big palette. On the inside, there are 3 baked highlighter shades. This one is more of a peachy kind of a toned. This one is more rose gold. And this one is more of a bronzy gold. So go ahead and swatch those. You can see what they look like. There's that one. There's that one. And then there's that one. That is so pretty. They're so glossy and wet looking on the skin. This is my first time using an Essence baked highlighter. I do have a regular like pressed highlighter. This is the first time using a pressed one. I mean the baked one. This is really, really pretty. I think I'm going to go with this one. It's kind of a pinky rose gold kind of a highlighter. I'm going to take my Milani highlighting brush and I'm just going to barely dip into this because from the swatches I can see it's a pretty glowy formula. So we're going to kind of just dab on the cheeks and then blend it in. I don't want to go too much into it. I don't want to put too much on when I first apply it. All right, when I did the swatches, they looked very smooth and wet, but going on the face, there is definitely some flecks of glitter in this. I've just barely tapped this on my cheeks and I can already see a little bit of glitter falling down. Not too happy about that. You guys know I'm not really into a glittery highlighter. Let me take a fluffier brush and just kind of blend everything in and see if it looks a little bit better. So I'm going to take this e.l.f. blending brush and just kind of blend it all together. It's really glowy. I mean, it looks really, really pretty and illuminating on the skin, but there's definite flecks of glitter. The way it was smooth in the swatch, but on the face, oh, there's some glitter in it. It is definitely not going on as smooth as it did in the swatch. Let's move on to eyes. I've already primed my eyelids with my Juvias Place Concealer. You guys know this is my absolute favorite way to prime my eyelids at the moment. I picked up 2 palettes. Both of these were $9.99. I got them on sale. This one is the Fire palette and this one is the Never Give Up Your Daydream palette. The main reason why I picked this one out, as you can see, is it's a pastel palette. I have a lot of neutral palettes. I have pinks, purples, you know, coral based palettes. I have a blue palette, I have a green palette, but I didn't really have any pastels. When I saw this one on sale on the website, I thought it'd be a good time to kind of grab it so I can add, you know, new color story to my collection. I'm not going to use this one today. I'm going to save this one for a future video and just kind of do a focus video on this one because I'm very curious to see how these shadows work on my skin tone. In the palette, as you can see, they are really, really bright, and some of these kind of pull close to each other. So I'm wondering if they'll actually show up on my eyelids and just what the color story will look like. So it'll be fun to pull this one out later to do just a focus video and just see how they work against my skin tone. This is the palette we're going to use today. It's called the Fire palette. This is actually one in a collection of 4. I'm guessing it's their Elements or Elemental collection. There's an air one, an earth one, and a water one as well. The water one is blue based, and I think the air one is like a neutral based, and I think the earth one may be purple or maybe switched, I'm not sure. But these were all $9.99. They were on sale. Of all of the palettes in that collection, this is the one that spoke to me the most. I absolutely love this packaging with the fire on it. It's fun because I'm a water sign, so I'm a Pisces, but between the water one and this one, I really, really liked this one. On the inside cover, this little message, it says, like dancing flames. I absolutely love this entire concept. The artwork and everything, the packaging, it is just so nice. And this is very lightweight, so this is like very easy to store. Let's go and do some swatches. We're going to start here, going to go from here to here, and then do that, make our way across each row. So that one, and that one. These two look like they're shimmers, and this one is a matte. So we have kind of a coppery shimmer there, and then kind of a orange toned matte, a nice bronzy shimmer. Those are really pretty. Now the second row, that one, and this one. This is a shimmer. These two are mattes. This one probably won't show up on the skin very well because it's kind of neutral. There, and there. So far, I'm really liking this formula, this color story. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now the last row. This one's shimmer, and the yellow one, that's also a matte. So, let's see. Here, and here. Oh my goodness. This one is so beautiful, or so is that one. This entire color story I love. You guys know I love a beautiful coral, warm, rich color story, and this is just right up my alley. Let's go ahead and start with this kind of orangey, rusty color here. I'm taking this dough color number 17 brush. Just dip into that. We're going to lay that down along the crease area. Let's see how they perform on the eyelids. The swatches were like really pretty, decently pigmented. Let's see. I do like how smooth they look on the eyelids. That's really pretty. And I love this color story. And the swatches, they were really, really silky. The mattes were really silky. The shimmers were really buttery. It's laying down really nicely. So far, so good. We'll take this dough color number 23 crease brush, and we're going to kind of go into the red. Just kind of lay that right here in the crease area and blend that into that really pretty rusty orange. It's a really pretty shade of red. That's a decent enough. There's a decent amount of pigment in that shade. I'm gonna lay just a little bit more down. I have to kind of build it up a little bit, but that's fine. I don't mind. It's a really nice formula. If my eyes look a little weird, I used my last pair of clear lenses, so I had to get or pull out like kind of like my cosplay type lenses. When I ordered these, I thought they were clear, but when I got them, I didn't realize there's actually a dark ring around it. I don't know if you can see that there. So like all around the outside of the lens, there's a dark ring on it. They're fine. They work for now. I did order another pair of clear lenses, but I'm still waiting for them to get here. So until they get here, this is what we're working with. Let me dip into this yellow shade right here. And we're just going to take that along the top of the shadow, just to kind of soften those lines a little bit. Yeah, there's not much pigment in that yellow. It just kind of dissipates on the eyelids though. Let me see if I can build it up just a little bit. See if we can see if the pigment will show up more. No. On me, it just looks like a taupey neutral shade, just kind of blending into everything else. If you have more fair skin, it might show up more, but on me, it just looks like a neutral taupe. You can't see anything at all. I'm going to lay down just a little bit more of that red right in here before we lay down a shimmer, because I kind of, trying to build up that yellow shade, I kind of lost that red just a little bit. And I want to go ahead and take a little bit more of that rusty orange shade and just lay a little bit more on that outer corner. When I laid down that yellow shade, trying to build it up, it just blended everything out. It's like all the rest of the shadow just kind of disappeared. Now to choose a shimmer metallic to put all over the eyelid. Which one do we want to go with? I think I want to go with the coppery shimmer down here, and we'll lay that all over the eyelid. And then maybe we'll take this one and we'll put that in the inner corner as kind of an inner corner highlight. Taking this 22 dough color brush. It's kind of a flat eyeshadow brush. Let's see how this lays down by itself, if I need to wet it or use my fingertips or anything. You never know when it comes to a shimmer or metallic. It's actually laying down pretty well with the brush, but I think I'm going to wet it with some setting spray. This is just my Urban Decay setting spray. So I'm going to take a little bit, put it on the brush, and then wet it. Annette from Annette's Makeup Corner, she's the one that I got this little tip from, and it seems to work. You know, if you wet your brush first, or you put the shadow on the brush then wet it, it's a very, very subtle shimmer. It's not super, super shiny. I was hoping for something that was a little bit more metallic, but this one is very subtle. You know, for just an everyday, kind of a natural look, it's pretty. You might hear my kids playing. They're downstairs playing the Nintendo Switch right now, so they're a little bit loud. I'm going to take a thin brush here, go into this little champagne shimmer and take that in the inner corner. That's pretty. I like that. It's kind of peachy. It's a pretty highlight. I like that. I'm not going to lay anything on my lower lash line today. I just kind of want to focus on the upper eyelid. Eyeshadow is done. Things might look a little bit different. I had to dump my SD card real quick, but we're going to move on to liner. We're going to line our lids using a liquid lipstick. This is the Jeffree Star Velour liquid lipstick in Weirdo. I just got this. He just recently got this one in stock, and it is a black liquid lipstick. It's weird because usually his liquid lipsticks smell like root beer. This one doesn't smell like anything at all, but as you can see, it's a black liquid lipstick. The one thing I like about the JSC liquid lipstick formula is all of these are eye safe, so you can use these as liners as well. I'm going to take this angled eyeliner brush, this is the number 26, and I'm going to take it on to the doe foot here. I'm not sure how this is going to work. I might have to use a regular thin liner brush, but I'm going to take this on here and I'm going to lay it down along my lash line. You know what? I'm going to have to use a compact. I can't see a thing. So, like that. Oh, that's looking good. It's really, really pretty and pigmented. Just really black. I am going to have to take a thinner liner brush, though, to do this. This one is just a little bit too thick. So, I'm going to take this thin liner brush right here. And I should be able to just go directly into the tube with this one. And we're just going to quickly line our lids. Our lash line. Yeah, that's much better. That's going on much, much better. I don't really wear black liquid lipsticks. I pretty much got this one to use as a liquid liner. And so far, I am loving it. That is going on so smooth and pigmented. Do the other eye real quick. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Trying not to cover my face with the compact. But this is going on very smooth and very quick. Alright, I am loving the way that came out. That is just so pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and set my face real quick. Using the Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray. Let that dry just a little bit. I'm gonna give my eyelashes a really nice curl. I'm not going to use false lashes today. I'm just going to use the mascara because I want you to see how well this mascara works. The Easence mascara formula is so nice, and they have so many different ones. I have, I think, 3 of them right now, and this one is kind of new to my collection. This is the Lash Princess Sculpted Volume. I've had this for about a week. I've used it about 3 or 4 times, and I love it. This one gives me a nice amount of volume. As you can see, the brush is kind of curved there, so it hugs your lashes. And it gives me such nice volume, and it separates the lashes. You see that? I like to use this one whenever I'm not using false lashes. It just makes my lashes look just nice and thick and separated and voluminous on their own. Line my lips in my NK lip pencil. This is in Coral. Let's go ahead and throw some lip color on real quick. This is called Rose Madder. This is also from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I just recently got this one in too. I have been waiting months for him to restock this one. So I finally have it. Let's go ahead and throw that on. This is kind of a peachy, pinky, kind of a nude shade. It's really pretty. This one has that root beer scent. The Weirdo shade is the first one that I've seen that doesn't. All the other shades that I have from him have the root beer scent. It's just weird. Maybe that's why it's called Weirdo. Lips are done. Let's go ahead and do some final thoughts. We have some highs here and we have some lows. The eyeshadow palette I really did like. This is my first time really using an Essence eyeshadow formula. It was really pretty. I liked the formula. The only thing is that when I put this one on and then put this one on, this is kind of a corally orange shade. This is kind of a red. When I went to put this one on to blend it into this one, they just kind of muddied together. So the only way to really get the shade to show up is to just kind of pack it on and lightly blend it. If you just go in and blend it like you normally would, the shades just kind of disappear into each other. But I did like the formula. The shimmers in here were really, really pretty. This one, I wish it was a little shinier than it is, but just for an everyday, shimmer, it's really, really pretty. Absolutely love this powder. This is one of my favorite setting powders. I normally use a loose powder. This one is amazing. Like I said, it looks white in the compact, but on your face, it goes translucent and it makes the pores look absolutely amazing. And this blush, it was nice. It was a blush. I mean, it's not like an amazing, formula, not too much different than any other ones that I have, but it's a nice formula. It's a nice matte blush. The Lash Princess Sculpted Volume. I love this one. There were I think 5 different Lash Princess formulas. I specifically got this one with the purple labeling because I'd seen some YouTubers talking about it and they said this one was the best one. I haven't tried any of the other Lash Princess formulas, so I don't know how they are, but this one is amazing. As you can see, it just makes the lashes look full and voluminous and just so pretty. I love using this one whenever I'm not using false lashes. Now the Essence Glow My Mind Baked Highlighting Palette. This one I really didn't like. I was a little bit disappointed. In the swatches, they were so shiny and so wet and smooth, but when I went to put it on my face, immediately just flecks of glitter. It's like that smooth wetness did not exist at all. Just glitter and it immediately started falling down on my face. I took another brush and kind of blended it out as much as I could, and it looks okay. I mean, it doesn't look bad or anything, but it's definitely not my favorite highlighting formula. And these pans are huge. I probably would have gotten it if I'd known that it was as big as it was, but there it is. I'll probably just pass it on to my daughter since she likes to play with makeup. She'll probably have fun playing with this. And we are finished. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, I would love if you joined our little family and hit subscribe. And if you want to be notified of any future videos, be sure to tap the notification bell so you get the notifications. Be safe, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.